Today we're talking about a free shipping and storage tool that most people haven't a clue on and aren't using. Hey, it's Don. Today we're going to talk about a storage and a shipping tool that you have right now. I guarantee it that every single person out there has. It's the leftover rolls from your tape. I use these constantly for all sorts of things. These come in super handy. I literally probably have 1,000 of these that we use in-house. Storage-wise, they are the best. I use them for things like this. We tape them together and they fill in the space on the bins. It's one of the things you'll have when you fill up tens of thousands of paper items into bins. We've got tens of thousands of items. I've got over 80,000 active listings right this second, and we use these every single day of my life. Whenever one of these goes out, we go through a couple of these usually in a day or so, so I am constantly saving them for everything. We actually use these on 78s for magazines. I even put them on toppers for sheet music so it can't slide around and things like that. These come in extremely handy. I tape them together so we can block off whatever we want in any one of our containers. Probably the majority of these, not that one, let me grab one that has one in here. The majority of these have one in them. They'll be in the back. And what they do is, as I sell cards or sell anything, the bins start to get, obviously, with space in it, and they'll tip around, they'll slide. That's when stuff gets damaged and bent. So I can always just add a couple of these in. You can put them in any denomination, any way you want. You can even tape them sideways like this. You can create 4 of them together like this to back records and things like that. I have found for storing 78 records, I stack these on either side of a bin, and it's like a bounce factor in the bins. I've got them all over the place. Literally anything I do, I have these for storage. For every single item pretty much that I have. I even use these for mailing sometimes to block off extra space in there. For shipping too, I have used them to ship items in tubes like this. I use them all the time for buttons, coins, anything small and fragile, little tiny figurines, lead soldiers, anything like that goes in one of these. I wrap it in bubble wrap the item, I stick it in between here, wrap tape around one direction, turn it, and wrap tape around another. This can go in a bag, a poly bag mailer, just like this if you wish. I have never had one of these damaged at all. It can't be crushed because they're super strong. It's hard to crush it from any direction you go. So these things are super great for everything you can imagine. Shipping, small storage, and the whole works. These are free. I get these all the time. If you haven't used them or you're starting off and listing paper or anything else like that, I'm telling you these things work great because you can position them anywhere you want in here. You can add as many as you want. You can add, extend, shorten. You can do 2 wide. You can do 3, 4s, whatever you want with these things. They are free, completely and utterly free. Other things like this that we get and usually can get for free also are the inner cores for carpeting. They're big, huge tubes of cardboard just like this. Now, they're overkill for the most part, but they're usually free. I just use my table saw or my angular chopper to chop it down into smaller sizes as well, if I want to go that route. So these are super, super good options. It's something that most people don't even think about. They're free again, as I said. So if you can get something for free that will give you this opportunity to use it for so many things, why wouldn't you use it? Storage-wise, it's coming extremely handy. Now, one more topic here on sales. Christmas is just over a week away. For many of you, you may see a slow period around Christmas. People aren't going out shopping. They're looking forward to the holidays. They've spent a bunch of money, so you may not see it if you're selling households, everyday items, and things like that. Certain categories, though, you will see a little bit of a pickup because people will be off of work for a bigger chunk of the population. So I see sales increases in, say, video games, books, board games even will increase at this point, and collectibles. People are home. They're with their family. They don't have much else to worry about. They've already bought all the things that they're going to spend money for other people. So now's the time when people are getting money in for holidays, for Christmas and such forth, for them to go out and spend it for certain categories. Again, most people are going to get clothing, essentials, utilitarian items, and things like that for Christmas, stuff they're going to use. So a lot of those items may not be very busy. You may see a drop-off. I'm telling you ahead of time. It's a routine for depending on what you sell. Again, if you sell collectibles and things like that, usually they are collected all year round, and there isn't much of a drop, whether it's summer or not. If you're selling good items for in the collectibles fields, they are still going to sell no matter what time of year it is. We do get a little boost around the Christmas season, fourth quarter, but our first quarter and even our second quarter can be as good as fourth quarter. The only month that's a little bit of a small decline may be third quarter, and even lately that has not been a decline. But again, depending on what you're selling, don't panic if your sales go down right around Christmas for that week. A lot of people may not be thinking about purchasing it, again, for those items that are new, NOS, home goods, and things like that. So anyway, that's what I have for you today. Hopefully that gave you some ideas, some thoughts. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button down below. You can also hit the bell icon to be notified if I post new content or go live. Subscribe and tell all your friends.
Superheroes, supervillains, and super movies, but there has never been anything like karate and kung fu. And Bruce Lee, he's the man with the fists of fury. Karate and kung fu, the new screen excitement you've been waiting for. Introducing the incredible heroics of Bruce Lee. Every limb of his body is a lethal weapon against an army of men, the most sensual of women, and the most savage of beasts. Karate and kung fu. The explosive combination that gives you the biggest kick of your life. Fists of Fury.